The year is almost up, and it has been one heck of a year, hasn't it? Thank you to everyone who has written in to Dan at WRAL.com to send us your ideas, the things you're thinking, the feedback you have on the segment that we have been doing. And with a few weeks now left in 2023, I wanted to get a few of your emails out into the open, the ones that fell kind of deep into the inbox. Let's talk about them. So let's take a few nights over the next 2 weeks to revisit some of those topics, get the latest updates, and answer some of the questions you may still have. So grab your phone, hop on your email, send in those letters to Santa Claus, and we'll go in depth. Santa Claus. Let's start with one of the very first subjects that we tackled in 2023. Should Raleigh police carry defibrillators, or those AEDs, in their cars? The subject came up after the death of this man. This is Darryl Williams. It happened in Raleigh. He died in a struggle with police officers, and they hit him with tasers, and he died. Well, it's been nearly a year since all of this, and we followed up with Raleigh police about these AEDs. They told us, quote, "The Raleigh Police Department does not have AEDs in our vehicles. However, this is something we may look into in the future." You see, AEDs save lives. That is not up for debate. Police are often the first people also who arrive at emergency scenes where an AED could potentially help. That's why agencies across the state and across the country have been shelling out for them. It's been a priority. I mean, a few weeks ago in Nebraska, they honored an officer in Omaha who saved a kid's life with one. In November, police in Thatcher, Arizona, they used an AED there to save a man who collapsed playing pickleball. A few weeks ago, the entire state of New York signed a law making them mandatory at youth camps and sporting events because the data is clear. These things work. They save people. And it's important for our officers to have the very best tools for the job. In fact, technology can make all the difference when it comes to police work. For instance, I'm pretty sure they'd like to have some of that 4K surveillance footage near one of those power substations in Moore County. Charles sent me an email with the subject line, "Power Stations Attack." Coming up on a year, Dan, I'm sure you're working on an update. So this month was 1 year since someone attacked the power grid in Moore County, literally shot bullets into the substations and knocked out power to tens of thousands of people during frigid winter nights. One person actually died when they lost power to life-saving equipment. The FBI has been investigating this. Well, here we are 12 months later, and this is what we got. A picture of a silver or light blue minivan that may or may not be connected to this case. It's actually a Honda Odyssey, to be exact. The second most popular minivan in the country. Silver is one of the most popular colors of any vehicle. I'm currently keeping my eye on at least two of them that I routinely see during drop-off at my kids' school. It's kind of a vague tip, don't you think? Now, look, I know that many of you aren't watching our 7 o'clock newscast every single night or catching all of these segments, but we have covered a lot of important and sometimes touchy subjects on this show during this segment. If you have any questions or you want updates, let me know. We've talked about guns on school campuses, aging politicians, vaccine mandates, your power bills and how they keep going up, curfews and if they work to keep crime down, Tez Walker, Bojangles, even space whiskey. We're talking about everything. So send me your thoughts. Give me your opinions. I want to know what you're thinking. What matters to you in this community? Email Dan at WRAL.com. Tell me what is on your mind, and we will go in depth.
You left out one of my favorite in-depth segments about, of course, Taylor Swift.
Oh, yeah.
Becoming Time's Person of the Year.
Who could forget?
I'm still looking for Dan Haggerty.
That's
but
right.
Anyway, all right.
He's on hiatus.